Welcome to Co-Outdoors. Today we're in the classroom and we're going to study a edge. So hold on to your seatbelts. We're going to learn a lot. I'm your host, Derek Cole.
Finding edges is a very important part to any type of fish you're looking for. Bass, pike, panfish, and other game fish relate to these edges, and you will catch some of the best fishing on the lake. Edges can be found anywhere, and this is just a few of the examples, but there are many more. The first place you need to check is along the edges of reeds. Reeds or any kind of weed bed, most of them have an edge. If you're fishing along there, a lot of times the bass will relate to them and they'll go up there to feed, especially if the edge is near deeper water. If you can find an edge next to another piece of structure, you have found a prime spot to fish and should mark those on your map, because that is going to be where some of your best fishing on the lake is. Wild rice is another great spot to find them. A lot of times I've caught bass that move them and you can actually see them coming. I like to fish along these edges with spinnerbaits, buzzbaits, drop shots sometimes if the fish are being a little picky about the feed, or even crankbaits, shallow water crankbaits, and with the idea that I'll park the boat kind of up in the strike zone if possible, if it's deep enough. And I will park my boat kind of like up in here. This is my boat. And I'll make my cast along here at the depth I want to fish. If I can run my crankbait or whatever I'm fishing into these reeds and get deflection, sometimes that is the key to getting some major bites. And a lot of these structures you can do it. This is cattails. This is another great spot. And another thing, one thing I found about cattails is usually if you find cattails, for some reason, the water out in here seems to be deeper than other types of weed beds. I don't know why that is, but I find a lot of good fishing in here, because there's also sometimes there'll be a drop off down in here. Say if there's a stream coming through here, that would be key. I would fish that all day long, and I'd catch some pretty big fish off that. Actually, I think if you look back in here, this might be a little tributary feeding in here, creating a little bit better fishing. Now, rocks, they have an edge too. On this map right here, you can tell it looks like it's pretty deep water there, going up the shallow rocks. And take a look right here. See how it comes out to a point? Right in here, especially right here, I would think of I would definitely cast there. But look, if you fish over here, might be a bass hiding down in here. Gives lots of extremely good hiding spots. And if you really pay attention up here, up in here, there's a little deeper pocket here. And this is just a really good spot, and I'd concentrate on this. And see, this one comes back to another point and comes back out this way. Really, really decent looking fishing spot, which it might have a little deeper water right there, and that might be a key what a bass is relating to that day. And then drop offs too, or ledges create an edge. A lot of times you think about a ledge as its own structure, but if you take a look at this ledge over here, it's also creating an edge of the shallow water. So right here's the drop off. This up here would be the edge. There's the edge of the drop off. A lot of big fish will relate to that edge as they're moving up into the shallows to feed, which is another great spot. And then if you're in a lake that has standing trees or even dead timber in there, a lot of times you'll find they also have an edge to them. Being able to fish parallel to that edge sometimes creates great opportunities to put your bait in front of many different fish. Another great thing about these and edges is sometimes they have different soil out in here, and then right there on that soil line it's going to create a net edge. So there's two edges to one thing, and this could be great fishing. This could be the best fishing in the whole lake. So, in closing thoughts, remember, pay attention to your lakes. If you find something that's a little different and it's creating any type of edge, fish it. Use crankbaits and other quick reaction style baits to get the best results.
This has been Cole Outdoors. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share my video. Big news coming up in the next couple videos.